Hello, cyberspace. It is I, Terracin, your favorite cyber bitch here, and tonight's title is The Musketeers. I am not doing a fucking walk away video. Okay, I hate that fucking hashtag shit. No, I'm not fucking doing it. No way in fucking hell.
Por favor.
No.
Por favor.
No. No, mi amigo.
Do it.
No.
Yes.
No. I will do it the day our sister marries a heathen. See, now my brother's shut up because he knows that it's never gonna fucking happen.
No, trying to figure out how to induce amnesia on her.
Move.
Oh, please. When you figure that out, let me know.
So yeah, no, Burnside and Scooby want me to do some fucking walk away video, and I refuse to do it. If people want to know why I left my party,
so the boyfriend would have to go.
Do what?
I'm trying to figure out how to induce amnesia on her without without
using a hammer
from people she knows. She has a boyfriend, so it's like he has to go.
Hold a hammer.
I'm trying to induce amnesia, not a funeral.
You just have to use the right application of force.
So yeah, if people want to learn why I'm leaving my party, I still have to go down to the elections office and change my party. But if people want to know why, they can go and watch my video that's titled Florida Gators Against Trump. So that, you know, the liberals are fucking insane. So, yeah, I've left my party because the only two parties in America that are truly recognized are Democrat and Republican. I'm switching to the Republican side. Only because those are the only two main parties that are recognized. They get to vote in every fucking election. Whereas the other parties, the Tea Party, the Green Party, the Independents, the fucking Scooby, what was that one that Teddy Roosevelt was a part of? What, the Moose Party? All those parties, they're not recognized technically. So they only get to vote in the final type of elections. The general elections. They don't get to vote in the primaries. And I want to have a say in every type of election. So yeah, I'm switching to one of the two idiot parties. And sadly, I am moving to the dark side. And nobody has yet to give me a fucking Vader, what my Darth name is. I'm still waiting for my fucking Darth name.
Darth Terra.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. See, Anakin Skywalker got changed to Darth Vader, so it's got to be something completely different.
I was teasing. I was pulling your chain, Tara.
My chain doesn't need pulling.
Yes, it does.
I saw something funny.
Trust me, I'm already all revved up. I've been texting Burnside. He knows what I'm talking about.
Hey, I saw something funny involving Darth Vader today. It was a video on YouTube about the Naboo starfighter, and there was a quote. Now this is pod racing, and they quoted Darth Vader instead of Anakin.
Why does that not surprise me?
Oh, that's because Anakin turns into Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I have a ringtone on my phone that's the Imperial March for one of the guys I mess around with.
Yeah, see, That's the ringtone for my mom.
Burnside says Darth Green.
What's my ringtone again?
I have to pick another one for you. I think I had yours originally, One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I know that song. I know the song. I need to get that back on my phone.
Puddin', I don't think Darth Green is a very good one.
Yeah, exactly. See, my ex-wife, her ringtone is the Imperial March.
I thought you said that was the one for your mother.
No, that's Darth Vader's. Too different. Trust me.
I used to know a guy that could play the Imperial March on a guitar.
You know, I can almost do that if I tune it right.
Hey, Scooby.
Hey, what's going on? Sorry, I'm a little late.
Is your neck done being buzzed?
Yes. My
Speaking
wife
of
is
buzzing. Burnside, you need to buzz something for me.
Was he in the
Send
chat
pictures.
again?
He
Yeah,
knows what I'm talking about. He's listening. He's playing his fucking game and he's listening.
Oy vey.
Hey, Scooby.
Yo.
I worked out a deal with Tara.
Hmm?
She'll do a walk-away video if our little sister marries a heathen. So we need to figure out how to induce amnesia on her.
Again, a hammer.
But we also might need to get rid of a body because she has a boyfriend.
A cliff.
Ah.
A very steep cliff. A cliff and a hammer. That's all you need. Two very cheap solutions.
Wait, China's constantly shipping stuff to the fucking space station. Just strap them to on the outside of it. Answer done.
So, Tara, just out of
Or strap
curiosity,
them onto the rocket exhaust.
why would you want to do a video? I'm just curious.
Because if people want to know why the fuck I changed parties, they can go watch the video I already fucking made.
All right.
I don't like repeating myself.
All right. No, I was just saying because like it's a thing that's gaining a lot of traction. Everyone.
And you know what? I hate fucking trends.
All right. Fine. I'm just saying it's free publicity. You know, I mean, I don't want to lie about it and say, yeah, I was never a Democrat, but I walked away from them.
You and Burnside and my brother want to contact him and tell him about me, and he wants to contact me. That's, you know, and I tell him my story. I'm not going on video. I'll literally
gonna make me take a train into the village to go find this flamboyant fuck and go have a rap with him. All right.
Go for it.
I love your vernacular.
Thanks.
Literally, I will
Appreciate
listen to the Florida Gators against Trump and be like, here's why.
I love your vernacular, Scoob.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I could be a tad colorful.
A tad?
I found a story.
All right, cool.
From the Independent, America should allow other countries to vote in the 2020 election.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I thought that was like a satirical headline.
No, it's an opinion.
All right. Well, they're all welcome.
That person's opinion doesn't fucking matter.
And this is like I'm looking at the URL, Independent UK.
Ah, they've already fucked up their country. They want to try to spread the cheer over here. Nah, we're good. Thank you, Britain.
Well, like
we cut you loose years ago.
The bit cites that America calls itself the leader of the free world, and that's because the world should have a say.
We are the leader of it.
But then America says that it's the leader of the free world. Airstrip 1 is not free.
I don't get what they're citing. They want us to do what? They want to vote in our election.
America claims to be the leader of the free world. Thus, the free world should have a say in who's the who's the leader.
No. Okay, here's the deal. Check this out. Because they fucked up all their countries is all the more reason. Like, if, check this out. If you borrowed somebody else's car, and the car, when you borrowed it, it was in great shape. And when you brought the thing back, it's missing a hubcap. There's a mirror that's cracked and hanging. The headlights are all fucking discombobulated and shit. The child's car seat is covered with vomit. I mean, there's all sorts of wonderful shit going on in the car. And you come to me and you're like, yo, listen, you got the best car on the block. I got to borrow your car. I'm going to look at you and say, nah, fuck you. You already broke your car. You broke the other car that you borrowed. Nah, you're not going to get my car. Well, you have the best car in the block. Yeah, well, fuck you. That's why the car's the best one on the block, because you're not allowed near it. Same thing with the country. Best country on earth because the Europeans aren't allowed near. Look, I'm sorry. Europe has been a fucking bizarre continent for a long time. That's the reason we came to fuck over here. The same thing with Asia. Asia is backwards as shit. That's the reason the Asians came to fuck up over here. That's the reason we're in America now. They're going to say, oh, okay, since you guys went over there and it turns out you're prospering, so therefore it is us and not you, we're going to vote in your elections. Get the fuck out of here. Vote in our elections. Or scratch your ass twice. The ball's on them. I can't believe it. I'm sorry. I'm shocked. I don't mean to step all over you, Kel, when you're trying to talk about this. It's just fucking balls on these Brits. Bunch of crooked teeth motherfuckers.
Well, yeah, I thought she was a Brit, but reading this, she came from France and is working in the U.S. She's writing for the Independent UK.
That's just lovely. All right, you want to take us through, bro? I'm dying to hear this now.
Oh yeah, so
Hold on, real quick. Burnside now says, "How about Darth, Florida?"
Oh shit! Yo!
Florida again.
Yo, check this out. Darth Gator.
No. Shut up, baby brother. You got gators too.
I know, but at least I can laugh about it.
I love it.
That's so awesome. Darth Gator.
That's confirmed. Darth Gator it is.
No.
I love it.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those that say nay.
Nay.
That's 3-1.
As he comments.
Now, I say no. Fuckers. Ah, the silence. It's beautiful. That's for the Emperor. Fucking mechanics over there still talking, not realizing I muted his ass.
What?
Said fucking mechanics over there still talking, not realizing I muted his ass.
Oi.
Oh, it's too funny. Too funny.
No, it's not.
No, I'm laughing.
No.
I'm laughing.
Oh, that's great. I'm so glad he brought that up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to change her contact name.
I'm going to hurt you.
Oh.
Can someone Photoshop me a picture of a Darth Gator?
Seriously, you read my mind. I was actually about to ask the kids in Burnside server if they could do that.
Great minds think alike.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure. I know that there was an alien that looked like a gator in the pod race. Maybe we could slap a red saber on that one.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Where is it? Ah, there we go.
Hell, I know there's that Facebook filter.
Ah, there it is. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share the link here.
Oh no, maybe Google has it. Again, no, she didn't.
Let's see. Oop, I hit the wrong button. Don't mind me. There it is. Ah, perfect. All right, cool.
Oh my, I am not disappointed.
Oh, what'd you find?
I googled Darth Gator and looked at the images.
Awesome. Oh, I gotta look at this now.
Son of a bitch. I hate you.
You know you love us. Seriously, we're your reason for living. See. Oh wow, they even got Darth Gator t-shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so awesome. You know, it's actually what I was picturing in my head. Can I get presented over here?
I doubt she will.
I clicked on you.
What's up? Oh, okay, cool. Darth Gator.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's so great. There's so
For
many
me,
good
I want
ones
to
here.
I want to make it canonical. I need a gator-like species from Star Wars.
Oh, this is nice. Is this a t-shirt design?
Might be.
Oh, it's a youth shirt. Boo.
So this is for her new name for joining the dark side.
I guess. I don't know. He said he was talking like Sith Lords and whatnot, and I just thought, fuck Darth Gator. That's the first thing that came to my head. That is so awesome. Ooh, look at this. There's an actual place down in Florida. What do you know? Darth Gator, Orlando, Florida. It's a celebration every August 12th to the 15th. Awesome. Guess I'm coming down there to visit you in August, and we're going to go to Orlando. Hilton Head Island. Wow, there's a bunch of shit with Darth Gator going on. It must be a real Florida thing. Cool. There you go. Darth Gator. That's so awesome.
I hate you.
Oh, come on now. You know you love me.
Scooby, you can go and read the fucking chat. I'm not reading that out loud.
Oh, good God. All right, let me look. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, okay. Musketeers.
Burnside agrees.
Awesome. All right, give me a second. Let me bring up this.
Florida gets one.
All right, let me mute so there's no.
None of you guys are the
feedback.
emperor, so I don't have to accept it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, we just have to keep calling you it. You know what I want to do now? I want to get her to respond to Darth Gator.
Awesome. It's taken a year and a day for my YouTube to open, Tara. What exactly is it I'm reading here?
I'm not reading it out loud. Fuck you.
All right. Wow. The hostility.
Hold on, read what aloud?
Let me see. All I see is it says yes, Darth Gator. I don't know if I'm missing something. Because all I see right now, I'm looking at it. It just it says, there's a couple of things from Burnside. It says Darth Green. How about Darth Florida? And then it says yes, Darth Gator.
Yeah, that's all I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for Wednesday.
Saying it's the very last thing Burnside fucking said.
What?
Yes,
Yes,
Darth
Gator?
Yeah. So I guess that means he agrees too. Awesome. So it's unanimous. All right, I'm glad we cleared that up.
I can't wait for Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. All right, hold on. I just got to close this page after I finish writing this. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, I contributed. Tara, did you see what I wrote?
Go to hell, Scooby.
You're one of my favorite people. Seriously.
Yeah,
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I just can't wait till, when we're all together in DC and just by some happenstance of good luck and good fortune, I'm there with my camera to take that picture of the president when he gives you a big hug and a handshake. That is truly the highlight of my life. It's going to be. That's some bucket list shit right there. So that's why we got to get your brother to come with us this year to DC. And same thing with the mechanic. We all got to get together there. That's what I'm saying.
I'm wearing fucking latex gloves because I'm not touching that slimy motherfucker's hands.
That's fine. You can wear latex gloves.
He's slimy because he's draining the swamp.
Exactly.
No, he's been slimy since the day his ass was born.
Oh, come on now. That's just your New York phobia showing.
No, it's not.
I'm going nowhere near DC, right?
Yeah, I know. You're another one we're going to have to work on to get you to come there. I know.
Nowhere near there.
Mechanic, you gotta come because I need someone else there to, to help me hack off my hand if that fucking slimy motherfucker touches me.
I'm going to tell him to give you a shoulder massage.
I'll buy you the hatchet, but I'm going nowhere near that place.
No, see that's when I ask Mama to fly by with a plane and just shoot me in the head.
Oh, come on. The president's not that bad.
I just tell him to drop the whole aircraft on you.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog out.
Hey, I just thought of a force ability for Darth Gator. Hello?
I'm not listening.
Yes, you are. So it's like a Jedi mind trick, but pretty much induces Florida Man. Like a wave of her tail. And they do something crazy.
The Florida mind trick. She's gonna mute me again. I guarantee it.
Or me.
But then she'd have no one to play with.
There's a place in hell for all four of you.
Tara, I've been condemned to hell since I was born.
You hear this, Cody? You hear this? They're all destined for hell.
So are you, Tara.
I don't believe in the place.
Oh yeah,
No.
and Darth Gator loves doing this force ability on Jar Jar.
I think Jar Jar would be. I think Jar Jar would.
Scooby.
Why'd Scooby leave and then come back?
Something about his dog.
Kelp, I think Jar Jar is immune to all Jedi mind tricks. And Sith mind tricks.
Well, I think Sith and Jedi mind tricks are just the same thing, just whose side you're on. But I don't think. Does he look like he? Does his actions look like he's immune to Florida Man force abilities?
I think if you stuck him in Florida, he'd just do it anyway. I think he'd do it anyway if you stuck him in
No,
Florida.
I'm saying Jar Jar has been under the influence of Darth Gator the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, it led to a Sith Empire.
I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this entire conversation later, but I don't care.
If I started living by my regrets, I don't think I'd get anything accomplished.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I came up with a force ability for Darth Gator.
Oh.
It's like the Jedi mind trick, but induces Florida Man.
I just realized something, bro.
What?
Would that mean that your sister, when she's doing the ghetto Uber driver thing, would that make that car that she's driving technically? Would that be like a TIE fighter? Right?
I don't have twin turbine engines.
It's twin ion engines.
What the fuck ever.
Who said you need twin ion engines?
Oh, this is too rich.
Being more like her Sith infiltrator, basically like a Sith Millennium Falcon hero ship.
All we gotta do is grab a rocket and stick it on top of the car. Ignition.
Oh man.
With a gator skull hood ornament.
You know, now I'm gonna send you one of those, Tara.
You know, I got an extra lightsaber too. I got a red one.
You know, I probably got 5 lightsabers hanging around the house.
Nice. Yours one of the ones that lights up and makes a noise when you hit it with another lightsaber?
Yeah, I've
Yes.
got some of those.
Yeah, I got one of them too. That one's my favorite.
I've also got a Singhili energy sword from Halo.
Nice.
Oh, I love those things.
Yeah, but I regret buying it because that damn thing, like, because the way the handle is, all that weight is on the blade and and it's top heavy as hell.
Oh yeah, they are top heavy, but people hate me in Halo when I get one of those things.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, it makes sense if it was an actual thing because the plasma blade would be weightless.
Yeah, exactly, or damn near it.
Well,
But-
yeah, I mean, it's like it's a gas. I mean, a gas blade's not going to weigh much.
Yeah,
You're not going to feel it.
yeah. It is so much fun to kill people in Halo with those things because you can just jump up and smash them from above.
Oh, yeah, especially if you assassinate them.
Exactly.
There was one guy I was trying to run away from this guy who was trying to assassinate me, but because this Halo, we're both running at the same speed. I somehow managed to jump, and he overshot, and I landed behind him and assassinated his ass.
Oh, in Halo, I've pulled some pretty mean tricks on people. Like, there was this one guy, he was running at me with an energy sword. He jumps, he overshoots me, and I've got a sniper in my hand, so I'm bound to run slower than him. Before he turns around, I pop him in the head. Now, mind you, this is point blank, so I can do it without aiming.
Yeah.
Down the sight. And he called bullshit. I'm like, dude, it's called physics.
But I hate when I have an energy sword. I hate going against one with a hammer.
I hate the hammers.
Yeah, the hammer has a bigger reach than the sword.
Unless you're cloaked.
Yeah.
I love the cloaked matches. Because most people don't realize, unless you walk real slow, they can see you.
Yeah. But even then, with the newer games, they'll know that you're around when the radar's fucked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the radar only works if you're moving real fast.
No, like when you activate the cloak, it scrambles the radar around you.
Oh, okay.
So like when you appear on someone else's radar as a lot of false positives.
Oh, that's what they did with the new game.
Yeah. But like in Halo Reach, it fucked up your radar as well, because like all the false positives are red for everyone. But in Halo 4, I think they appear as blue on your side, but they appear as red on the enemy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've only done the Halo Reach one, and I used to turn on Cloak for everyone, and it was a pure sword match, and I'd see all these idiots running around, because you could see them, and I'd just be sitting there creeping up.
Well, yeah, you can actually make the cloaking better. You can actually change how strong the cloaking is.
Well, I put it on mid-range, because, you know, if you stick it all the way up, it's no fun.
Yeah.
Because it's too hard to find them. What did you send me, Scoob?
I played Trouble in Terrorist Town on Halo 4. What? It's originated as a I think it's called Gmod game mode, where you're playing it as a bunch of terrorists, but only one is the traitor, and you don't know who that is.
Oh yeah. Scoob, absolutely hilarious. I'll watch it later.
Yeah, learned about that game from a YouTuber called CNanners. Another great game that I loved watching was Prop Hunt.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like CNanners always found the dirtiest, like the most underhanded item he could turn into. Like there was one time he turned into a ketchup packet.
Well, I mean, that's the whole point. That's what makes it fun. You find the most dirty, underhanded object, and you turn into it, and you wait.
Well, yeah, like, and there was one that was really funny. He found a certain item in the map they were playing on, a dildo, and it was floppy. You see this floppy dildo running across the map.
You ever see the ones that have a suction cup on them that you can stick on a wall?
That was actually the one he turned into.
I used to have one.
What we used to do, my fraternity, was they would find somebody, you know, I guess you'd call them a mark. And what they would do is they'd take like a really super strong adhesive and they put it on the bottom of the suction cup. And they would they'd suction cup it to the trunk of their car. And it's hysterical seeing somebody, you know, both of their feet planted on the bumper with all of their might trying to yank this big rubber dick off of the trunk of their car.
Yeah, see, there's an easy way to get it off. It's called a razor blade.
I know, but that's the thing about we're talking about people in three-piece suits with briefcases. They don't really think like that.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like I even told a few of my friends. I said, "What you should do then?" I said, "Since it's a big rubber dick, I said you should really, give it a quick coat with some baby oil." I said that way they can't get a grip on the thing. See these fucking guys sitting there trying to wrap an arm around it because I told them, I said, "Why don't you go to the novelty shop and ask them to get you one of those like really big ones?" And they're looking at me like, "Really? Why?" I said, "Think about it." I said, "Because if they can't get the thing off the trunk of their car, they got to drive. And this thing, like, if you got them like a 24-inch, dildo or trunk attached to their trunk, and they're doing like 65, 70 miles an hour in New York traffic," I said, "Whipping." I said, "This thing's gonna be wagging at the cars behind them." That's another thing too. By the way, you can do. A lot of people don't think to do this. You can get the suction cup ones, and you can put the epoxy on the bottom of them. And instead of gluing it to the trunk, you glue it to the bottom of their bumper. Most people, when they go out in the morning, they don't look at the back of their car, so they're driving down the highway. We did this once. We got actually, I think we put like, I think it was, I want to say 8 of them on the bottom of this guy's bumper next to each other. So he's driving down the highway with all these dicks wagging.
You must have spent thousands of dollars doing this
What?
shit.
No, not really. I mean, everyone, you go to the adult shop, you can get them for you could get these dildos for like, I don't know, 10, $15. And when I was working, I had the money. It was like what, $100 for these fucking things. It's worth it to do to the person, it's fucking shits and giggles. We sat there like I borrowed off of one of my buddy of mine. We borrowed the rolling cart for when you go into the car to work on it, and just gave it to one of the other guys that was smaller. I'm too big to fit under a car, and he rolled underneath it with the epoxy brush and casually sat there attaching all these dicks, balls out, and it was great. This asshole drove around for I think he actually drove around for at least 2 weeks before, somebody said to him, "Why is there all these rubber dicks on the bottom of your car?"
Before he finally realized it.
Yeah, yeah. Different guy, but I did something similar to him. I walked into the adult shop, and there's an adult shop right near check cashing by me. And, I had a bit of a fucked up sense of humor at all times. And I go
Still
in,
do.
and yeah, and I was in this mood, and I go like this. I say to them, I go, "You guys got any like big, any inflatable dicks?" They're like, "Yeah, we got a whole bunch of sizes. How big do you need?" I said, "I need one about the size of a small child, like, third grader." They said, "Oh, I don't think we got anything that big." I said, "You sure?" I said, "I've seen novelty ones that are really big before." They're like, "Yeah, well, these are the biggest ones we have." And they showed me them. I think they were like 2, 3 feet. I mean, they were impressive, but it wasn't what I was looking for. And so I'm looking, and there's a T-shirt, and for whatever reason, this T-shirt looks like it's just hovering. And so I say to them, I go, "What the hell is that?" They go, "It's a shirt." I said, "Under it?" They're like, "I don't know." So I go over and I pull the shirt off of the thing, and it's this like 5 foot long, big inflatable dick with these nuts. Each one is about the size of a basketball. The head of this thing was probably about the size of a child's football helmet. I'm like, "Oh, this is perfect." So I say to them, "How much do you want for the thing?" So they look in the computer like, "Wow, this thing has, I guess it was the last one. They haven't had it in years. It's not in our system." They're like, "Fuck it, give us $5." I'm like, "Awesome." So my wife was really pissed. This is how long ago this was. I think this is back when I might have had my convertible. So I was able to roll down just the back window and keep up the side window. So I'm driving down the highway. I stuck it out the driver's side. So this big rubber dick is like, hanging out the window as I'm driving. My wife's all pissed off at me. She's like, "You're an asshole. You're going to get us pulled over." But it wasn't really that far. It was only like maybe a mile or two down the highway. So I'm weaving in and out of traffic with this fucking. She's yelling at me. She's like, "Asshole, you're gonna get us arrested." So I take it and I go right to my boy's house, and this guy that I'm friends with, a younger guy down the block, he's coming up. He's like, "Scooby, what the fuck you doing?" I'm like, "Yo, check this out." And I whip this thing out the car. He's like, "What in the fuck is this?" I go, What's it look like?" He's like, "It looks like a giant inflatable cock." I go, "It's exactly what it is." He's like, "All right, what the fuck you doing with this?" I'm like, "Yo, check this out." So this guy we knew in the neighborhood, he had this huge monster truck. It was like a 1984 Bronco, and he never locked the thing. So I climb up on the side on the running boards, and I put this thing in the driver's seat right behind the wheel, and I place it so that it looks like it's actually driving the truck. Like the nuts are on the steering wheel, and it's like bent like a letter C, and the head is like pointing where it's looking out the windshield. So the best part is because he had to work on this truck, but he was busy because he had to go into man. He was actually going in every day to work in Brooklyn. He worked on security cameras, this guy. So he never got the chance to look at it. So this friggin' thing was sitting in his driveway with this giant inflatable dick behind the driver's seat for about 3 weeks. And the best part is because of where he lived in the neighborhood, he was right near the high school. So all the kids were going past taking selfies of themselves in front of his truck with this giant inflatable dick in it. And you know, he got really pissed off when he finally found out about it. I remember it was because my gout before I got put on allopurinol flared up really bad, and I was on crutches. And this fucking guy actually chased me down the block while I was on my crutches, beating me with this big inflatable dick. There's a truth to that too. I remember because he got so infuriated. Like he calls me up, and I didn't know he had found the thing. He's like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing, chilling." He's like, "Yo, why don't you roll through?" Bubby came through and he got some of that haze. I said, "All right, cool." You know, he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna throw down on a blunt." I'm like, "All right." So I go around the corner, and you know, sure enough, Bubby's sitting there and he's wrapping one up. And next thing you know, uh, this kid comes out and he's like, you know, his one eye is twitching. I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "I'll tell you what's up." And he reaches behind the wall and he pulls out this giant dick. He's like, "This, you motherfucker." And he like throws this fucking giant dick at me. I'm like, "Oh shit." I move out the way. You know, it's not that it was heavy. It was, you know, I'm laughing. And he's like, "Oh, you're laughing, huh? You fucking think it's funny?" And he takes the thing. He starts whapping me with it. And I'm like, "Yo, calm down, man." But he like really started like wailing on me with this fucking thing. So now I'm sitting there and like I'm leaning on one crutch because I got like my foot was really swollen. I couldn't even put any weight on it. So I'm leaning on the crutch. I got like my 1 foot cocked back and I'm sitting there with the other crutch and I'm like fencing with this kid in his living room. So like I wind up getting out the door because like he's really rapping shit out of me with this fucking thing. And he's like running full speed. And I'm like trying to hook it down the block on crutches with the one leg. And he's chasing me like top fucking speed with this fucking thing, like throwing it at me like fucking like it's a javelin, like it's a friggin' pilum, and he's a Roman centurion. I'm like, "Yo, bro, chill." Really good memories. I had a lot of fun doing that to that guy. You know, he was pissed off at me for like a good week. Like, "You're a fucking asshole." This is actually the same guy where I found the giant latex one. I found the same size, almost the same size one, and it looks like a real dildo, like you know, with like the ones that you buy in the store for a woman, I guess, but or a gay guy if that's your thing. But it's enormous. And the same guy got a boat now. So what I wanted to do was take this thing and I wanted to like super glue it to the deck of his boat because I know he's gonna have to revarnish it anyway. Because he was mentioning to me he was going to revarnish it. So what I wanted to do is wait till Memorial Day weekend and sneak on his boat like the Sunday before. That way, when he goes to go pull up at the beach with the boat, he's not going to have time to take this thing out of the boat. He's going to have no choice but to drive to the beach with this giant rubber dick next to him. So that's pretty much what I got planned.
Scoob, you're an asshole.
Yeah, well, this is the same guy. I don't know if I ever told you. One of the hardware stores in the neighborhood was closing down, and it had a garden supply section. So I bought all of their pink flamingos. And this guy came home from Texas, and I covered his front lawn. And you gotta realize our front lawns here. His front lawn is maybe about 20 across by 12. Yeah, more like 24 across by 12 deep. It's not a big lawn. So I covered his front lawn with I think 64 pink flamingos. Like I bought a couple of dozen, and I just covered his whole lawn. I went there with a yardstick and I spaced them out so they were evenly spaced. And I put them like that, you know, like in Pink Floyd The Wall, basically, like they were in marching formation. And he came home and he was fucking furious. He called me up and I'm like, "Who told you?" He's like, "No one had to tell me, you asshole. You're the only person in the entire neighborhood who has the mentality to do shit like that." Because this is the same guy. He lived in the house with his brother, and I think I told you. We made it a point one night. A bunch of us. We went around and we stole every lawn gnome we could find within like a 5-10 mile radius, and we arranged them like in height order outside this guy's window. So like it was like they were having a meeting and they were watching. So like his wife, I guess, or his girlfriend at the time, was they were having sex and she was riding him and she starts screaming because she opens her eyes and she's riding him cowgirl and she looks out the window and it's about maybe 30 gnomes just sitting there looking through the window watching, and she fucking hit the ceiling. Because they were in a basement apartment, so she looked up and they were all looking down and at him. And for a split second, until you realize they're plastic, it looks like a bunch of bright-eyed little people watching you. Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't go through the roof.
Oh, she did. Oh, you have no idea. I got a phone call from them and they were friggin' furious. They're like, "You're an asshole. Come get these things out of the yard." My friggin' wife is sitting here shaking, trembling, like she can't even drink a tea. I come over there, she's yelling at me. She's like, "I feel violated." I go, "What?" I said, "From the little plastic people with the pointy hats." Yeah, it didn't go over well.
Oh, it went great for you.
Oh, yeah. I've had a lot of fun with these guys over the years.
And let me guess, you're still fucking with them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've done shit to them in the past. That's it's been fun. That's the best way I can put it. Like, he had this one radiator that kept overheating.
Oh no.
So to fuck with him, I did this only because I knew that he was gonna have to get like a new thermostat anyway, and he kept putting in all this pressed on antifreeze, and he kept putting in water, and so to fuck with him, I took one of the empty Prestone bottles and I filled it up with green bubble solution because it looks exactly like antifreeze. Yeah. Holy shit! When he went and hit the vent cap on that radiator, it started spraying bubbles everywhere. He threw a fucking socket wrench at me and I ducked and he broke his own window. Yeah, good times. Well, it's I couldn't resist. You ever see those Zillion bubbles and they have it in different colors? So they had the one in green. And somebody said to me, it said in front of me, "This looks just like antifreeze." And it was like the cartoon. I literally heard the ding and the light bulb lit up above my head.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm buying a couple of bottles of this for a rainy day. Because I live a few blocks away from this guy. So I just hopped on my bike, went home, threw them all in the school bag. And while he was sitting there fucking around with it, yelling at me for shit, while he wasn't looking, I was just sitting there, casually like filling up this Prestone bottle. And what I did was I left it there and he just happened to grab it.
I could just imagine you sitting there, he's talking, and behind your back, you're filling this thing up.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what was going on. I'm handing him tools in the process too. Well, you got to realize I live in a neighborhood where like the pranks that people would play on each other. Like I remember the biggest problem that a lot of people were having for a while was glitter.
Oh no.
Yeah. If God forbid you made the mistake of leaving your windows open. Yeah. Yeah. You were coming after glitter. Bags worth of glitter. Like some people they would get like this was actually somebody figured out to do this when they had the portable battery operated leaf blowers, and you could go to the craft store and get all the different big colored bags of glitter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, you come out and your car would look like a disco ball had sex in it because there would be glitter everywhere, and you can't get that shit out once it's in a car. So a lot of people's cars got glitterified. I remember that was another thing too. Like there was one of my friends. This guy was a crazy bastard. He used
All
to
your friends are crazy.
Yeah, he used to carry like he had packs and packs of glue sticks and glitter in his car, and if you fucked with this guy, he'd stab the glue stick so that it would, he if you applied pressure to it, would start squirting the glue. And he had like a kit basically to fuck with people, and he had a squeegee, and he just start squirting the glue all over your car, and he'd use the squeegee to like evenly apply it, and then he'd just boom, bag of glitter, and you come out and your car would be covered with glitter. Because this guy's sitting there while you're inside the bar. If you fucked with him, he'd go out, pop his trunk, and he would literally paint your car with glitter. Like he would use like the roll brush and shit that's what it was. I'm saying the squeegee, a roll brush. He was using a roll paintbrush to paint the glue across the like whatever part of the car he was working on. Like people caught him doing this a few times. It's crazy fuck. Guy pull up in a Corvette and start with this fucking guy. And this is the thing. It's not that the guy couldn't handle himself. He was a vet who had a lot of tours under his belt. He was just crazy. He thought this was funny. I mean, he could kick the shit out of people really easily. That's part of the reason he was doing this. He was kind of, I guess, being a bit of a bully. But if you really like fucked with this guy because he was the nicest person, this is what he would do. You'd come out and your car would be painted with glitter, like painted with it. Like, holy shit, why is my whole car covered in glitter? Like, he was an asshole too. He would not touch the windows either. That way, you'd have to drive home.
Hey, it's better than fighting.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, this guy, like, he could have easily beaten the shit out of probably me and, like, 2 or 3 other guys simultaneously. I mean, from what I understand, he was really good with hand-to-hand when he was in, but it was just, okay, you're gonna fuck with me, your car's gonna be shiny. Like you said, yeah, it's better than fighting, I guess. But there was a few times, I mean, people really got pissed off at him and wanted to, like, and I felt bad for them, at that point. Like, you could see the frustration in their face. Like, what the fuck? I can't do anything. Like, this guy's going to kick my ass, and he just glittered my car. I will say that, though. Vets and cops, holy shit, do they have wild senses of humor.
The cops down here have 0 sense of humor.
Well, yeah, when they pull you over, it's all business. It's all business when they pull you over. But
even when they're off duty, they have 0.
I guess it must be because of how crazy shit gets here. It affects them psychologically. Like, did I ever tell you about when I used to deliver pizza for this joint up over on 35th Street? And these cops pull up next to me while I'm waiting at the light, and they go like this. The cop sitting in the passenger seat, I look at him, and he's got, like, his head in his hand. And like his other, his elbow resting in his other hand, he's basically holding his nose and his eyes are closed. And I can see he's like convulsing. He's laughing. And the cop driving, I can see he's fighting to keep a straight face. And he goes like this, son, you do realize that it's illegal to drive around with something over your license plate, right? And the cop sitting next to him fucking, like, loses it, starts guffawing really loudly. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, officer? And so he's like, now he's snickering. He's like, maybe you should get out and look really quick before the light changes. I'm like, all right, I get out and I look. And what had happened was the guy I was working with had wrote on a piece of cardboard that he cut to the size of the license plate so it would fit over it perfectly. And he put quotes. He put quote next to it, too. He put quotes. I love floppy black cock. And this is what he put on my license plate. And so I yell at the top of my lungs. I'm like, motherfucker. And these cops lose it. The fucking cop driving. All of a sudden, I hear the car horn. I thought the light had changed. No, it's the cop who's driving. He's got his head draped across the one arm, and he's punching the steering wheel. The other cop is sitting there. He's got his hand across his forehead. He's not making any noise. His mouth is wide open. He's kicking the fucking dashboard. He's like he didn't set off the airbag. These cops were losing their marbles. They're sitting there. I pulled away. The light had changed, and they're sitting at the light. People behind them are honking. They're still howling with laughter. The one cop is crying. The passenger cop is turning friggin' purple because he can't get any breath.
Scooby, Michael Hatfield is in the chat and he says hello.
Oh, hi, Michael. How are you?
That's so hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. New York cops, they got really weird senses of humor. Like,
Apparently,
I
so
mean,
did your friend.
well, that was my boss. He's
Okay,
the one who, yeah, he's the one. Oh my God, we made fun of him so bad because he was originally from the old neighborhood. He was, I think he was from either Canarsie or East New York, Brooklyn, before he moved out this way, and he had that really thick, you know, like stereotypical Hollywood version of a New York accent, and one of the guys we work with found a picture of him from the 80s when he used to drive around in his car, and he had, I think it was a convertible Mustang, and written across the in white letters, written across the windshield up on top, it said "Thief of Hearts."
Oh no.
But because of how heavy his accent was, he would pronounce it "Thief of Hearts." So we would bust his balls. Like, and he didn't know for a while. He caught on. Holy shit. This guy was brown, too. He turned fucking red. I didn't know, like, people of color could actually blush. But he turned, like, red with anger because we would sit there and we put the hand over the receiver. Like, he'd call us up and he'd ask us to do something. Hey, yo, the Thief of Hearts wants something done. Oh, man. Yeah. I had a lot of fun doing pranks like that to people. You know, it keeps you young and it's enjoyable. You know, you gotta fuck with people. You know, as long as you don't do anything too malicious to them. Like, you know, you don't want to hurt nobody. You don't want to cause nobody no pain. You don't want to, like, God forbid, you don't want to, like, make anyone fuck up their life. But certain things, like, again, to say, you know what it is? I find people that are good to fuck with, and I keep fucking with them. It was, again, the same guy and his wife. I think I told you about this. This girl made the mistake of asking me what he was into, like, in the bedroom. Now, one, I don't know why she figured because I was his best friend at the time. She figured I was his best friend. I would know this shit. Whatever, her mistake. I think I told you this. I told her that he's into schnozzing. And she goes, "What's schnozzing?" I said, "Well, he's into," because she had a huge nose. That's the reason I figured to tell her this. I said, "It's kind of like when you give him a blowjob, except you use one of your nostrils." I said, "You put your finger over the one nostril like you're doing a line of cocaine." I said, "You put it, you know, you shove his dick up your nose and you sit there and you snort it." She's like, "Really? He likes that?" I said, "Oh, yeah." I said this in passing. I was a little bit lit, and I decided to fuck with this broad because she was dippy as hell. I mean, she looked like Fairuza Balk from The Craft. She was a beautiful girl, don't get me wrong, but she had about as much common sense as a park bench. So I told her this in passing, fucking with her. And about a week or two later, I get a call at 2 in the morning, freaking the fuck out about how she's got a nosebleed and he's got a bruised dick because she tried to stick his dick up her nose.
I've heard this story like 5 times and I always laugh.
Yeah.
First time hearing it.
I'm not going to, like, dox her, but I'm going to make it a point, Tara, when you do come up to New York to visit, I'm definitely going to introduce you to this girl. She's a sweetheart. Holy shit, is she dumb, though.
Is she blonde?
No, she's beautiful, actually.
That's when I look at her and go, "So, how good, what's your snogging rate?"
Yeah, I can imagine, too. She's going to turn and look at me, and her voice is going to get all high, and she's going to screech, "Fuck you, Scooby. It's been 20 years." But she's Sicilian and Israeli. She's a pizza bagel. She's a beautiful girl. But, yeah, holy shit. Dumb as a country long as road. A country road is long, you know what I'm saying? She just, yeah. Not this the brightest girl, but again, decent people. Well, it's seriously, life is too short not to fuck with people.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah. Like I remember once, somebody asked me for a light, and I made it a point to go through every match and purposefully light them so that they would go out right before that I could light their cigarette, and it was a fresh book of matches. And I got to the last one, and I was able to light the cigarette for them. And I had a cigar at the time, so I asked him. I said, "Do you mind if I use, the cigarette?" I said that was my last match, so I can, chain it off of this. He's like, "No, because I knew the guy. It wasn't like some stranger." He's like, "No." He's like, "You just sat here and made me go through all of those matches." He's like, "I told you to let me do it myself. That you couldn't light them. That the wind was going to take it, and you couldn't. And no, so no, now you can't use it." I said, "All right, fine. I'll use my lighter."
Oh, the website isn't dead. I thought he was dead. Everything went orange, including on Steam. Everybody, go and read shit. And respond.
So what is he? Is he still playing? What is he playing? Borderlands now or something?
No, he's playing Star Wars Battlefront.
All right, I guess. Oh, Kel, did you get that thing I sent you, by the way?
What thing?
I sent you something in Discord.
What about Darth Vader? With a blue lightsaber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured you'd like that.
You can send it to Darth Vader herself?
No, I'll do that right now.
Yeah. Yes, sir. This is the return of Darth Vader.
Burnside got a kick out of it. He just wrote to me. He's like, Darth Vader. Terry, you're lucky you're loved. Seriously. No one, if we didn't care about you, we wouldn't fuck with you. I'm serious. I'm a little envious because you got all these people that care about you. Seriously, like right here, you got a full panel of people, and we're just busting your shoes because we like to hear you curse us out.
What are you talking about? You got us, Cookie Dough.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Cabbage Patch. I appreciate that. You know what the best part is? That's even a dance, too. You ever see that dance, the Cabbage Patch?
I've never even held a Cabbage Patch doll.
It's funny. It would be like Dr. Evil and Mini-Me.
I've never seen an Austin Powers movie all the way through.
You're not missing much. The first one was the only one worth watching.
Well, I heard they're making another.
I'm sure they are. I don't see how. I mean, Mike Myers was already middle-aged when he was making those. I mean, Christ, the guy's a senior at this point.
What are they making another one of?
Austin Powers.
They need to let that shit die.
I don't know, Scooby, maybe they can do what they did to Nick Fury and Captain Marvel. Like,
what's that?
Guy to remove some decades off of the actor.
Oh, yeah, true. They could do that. That's kind of creepy that they keep doing that shit. Like I said, I can't wait until the one day I say the wrong thing about somebody. I'm on the other side of the country, but they got evidence of me robbing a bank because there's a video of it. And we take a good look under scrutiny, and it turns out to be that CGI shit. I'm waiting for them to try that shit.
That's why they asked for your alibi.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for them to start doing that to people.
Well, all it's gonna be is a fucking Scooby head with an SS uniform. we're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Scooby robbed the liquor store," and I'm gonna look at it and go, "No, the fuck he didn't."
So I'm just curious, what exactly made what was the point of them bringing up this whole this whole Sith Lord thing?
Because I moved to the dark side, meaning the Republican side.
Gotcha. That's too funny. I don't see how, considering the Republicans are the ones that were, trying to save this country from the evil people.
So would Scooby's dark side name be Godfather?
I'm sorry, both of you were talking at the same time.
I said, would Scooby's dark side name be the Godfather?
What would my Sith name be? I don't know.
Dark Dawn.
I am half Irish, right?
Okay.
All right, Darth Haggis.
That's Scottish.
Darth Leprechaun?
No. Darth Loch Ness.
That's also Scotland. I mean, if we're really gonna throw names at people because of their ethnicity, Tara, you said you're Native American partly, so we could say technically your Native American name would be Drive-Through Ghetto.
It's gonna be one of Darth Knuckle.
That's actually cool, but that's too involved. That is cool though, Darth Knuckle.
But do you know what Knuckle is?
Skinless Senator.
Pretty much. It's more like a rider fused to his horse.
Yeah. No, I know. I actually minored in cultural anthropology and folklore, specifically folklore, superstitions, mythology. That was my thing. I went to school for. I used to really watch the real Ghostbusters religiously, and Egon and Ray were like two of my role models when I was a kid. I wanted to go to school.
The Extreme Ghostbusters that came out in the 2000s?
Yep, I did.
That was actually pretty decent. I wish they had continued it.
I liked it too. I wanted to be a Ghostbuster until I saw Poltergeist. Yeah, that killed that for me. Seriously, that really holy shit, did that drive a stake through those ambitions. And you know why, like, Poltergeist really fucked me up, like, really bad? You guys remember in Poltergeist, the little woman, the medium? This house is clear. Her?
Yeah.
She looks, same height and everything, exactly like my first cousin.
I bet that was traumatizing.
Yeah, I used to look at my cousin all the time like I was afraid she was going to start calling shit.
Well, that same little old lady was in a movie called Teen Witch.
I remember that.
I love that movie.
I had a thing for the girl who was in that.
Talking about Sabrina?
No, it was a TV movie called Teen Witch.
Actually, it's a movie. It was a movie, not a TV movie.
The new Sabrina is pretty cool. It is.
I think of it as an alternate reality of Riverdale, because Riverdale isn't that creepy.
Fuck Sabrina. She's a rude bitch. She's a nasty drunk. She can't hold her liquor. Her breath smells, and she threw a fucking drink in my face. So no, fuck her.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Melissa Joan Hart.
No, we're talking about the new Sabrina show that's on Netflix.
She threw a drink in my face back in, I think, like, I want to say 2000. A lot of, this isn't me doxing her. You can look on Wikipedia, and pretty much everyone around here knows this about her. She's from Smithtown. That's out east of here. And she was notorious for going to the Dublin pubs. So I forget which Dublin it is out in Smithtown. She was at the local one there, and I was with a friend of mine, and my friend was talking to her girlfriend. So I started talking to her, and I guess for whatever reason, it didn't go that well, and I forget who the fuck it was that was her best friend in the TV show. But I even said, because I remember the character's name was Sam, I think it was. But I called him by the actor's real name. And I said to her, I said, I guess maybe the only way that this isn't going to progress any further is if I go get my ladder like so and so. I said, maybe then I'll have a shot. And I can't remember if she slapped me first and threw the drink in my face or threw the drink in my face and slapped me. I think she would have slapped me first.
Oh, from when she was on Clarissa Explains It All?
Yeah, I said that to her about that when she was on that TV show. I forget who the fuck her best friend was that used to come through the window.
His name was Sam.
No, I know it was Sam on the TV show. I forget who the actor was.
Her brother was Joey Lawrence. I know that.
Yeah. No, wait, that was on Blossom. Blossom's brother was Joey Lawrence.
Okay, I got confused.
Yeah, no, because I remember, like, in high school, everyone hated Joey Lawrence. And I used to, you tune in every once in a while to Blossom for whatever the fuck reason it was on. There was no internet back then, kids. So you literally would just throw on the TV. And I'd catch it every once in a while when Joey Lawrence was on. And he was fucking funny.
Yeah,
I used to get a kick. I used to get a kick.
What the fuck is that bitch's name? Oh my god. Because she's on Big Bang Theory now.
Mayim Bialik.
Thank you.
Whatever it is. Yeah. She's
But
Israeli.
She's a PhD now.
Yeah. And she's also an evil bitch. I don't like her.
How is she an evil bitch?
Go look at her Thanksgiving video. She's a crazy liberal fucktard. She tells us we shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving. White guilt. Evil. That sort of thing. To which I say to her, and I'm not saying this, you don't say this to somebody because of their point of origin, except when they're not from America originally. From what I understand, she's originally from Israel. To which I say, leave my country, go the fuck back to the desert then. You don't want to eat turkey? Fine. Don't sit here and tell me I can't. The fuck on with that shit. I got no problem with anyone coming here. Look, I mean, my grandparents were immigrants. One of my grandfathers was an illegal. That having been said, you want to come to this country and contribute, rock on. You want to come here, though, and use it like your own personal playground and just talk shit about it all the time. We don't need you here. Get the fuck out of here. Seriously. When the fuck has this broad ever done anything for this country? Nothing. She doesn't.
Fuck you, Burnside. Fuck you. He says, I am currently conquering the galaxy of Florida for Darth Gator's glory.
Nice. That's so awesome.
Go.
Hey, Burnside.
Burnside.
So does that mean that Burnside is making the galaxy great again?
I can hear y'all in the room over my TV. Let's do everything it out.
For the Florida Empire.
I wonder if that makes them swamp troopers then. Oh man, that's too funny.
All of y'all can go suck your own dicks.
Well, I know I can, but
So will the starfighters be mosquitoes?
Oh man, that's too funny. I guess that this means that Okeechobee is going to be renamed Dagobah.
Fuck off.
And the new state animal is going to be the tauntaun. I'm having too much fun with this, I know.
If Burnside's not careful, I'm going to go delete all his emails. And then empty the trash.
All this over a little bit of ribbing over Darth Gator. Come on now.
The galaxy of Florida shall be made great again. The 404th Floridian Gator Troopin shall lead the way. Hail to the dark side.
That's great. That's too funny. Oh man, Darth Gator, I love it. Seriously, that made my night complete.
I wonder if there's anything new on Joe Biden.
No idea. So technically, wouldn't the hog invasion down there be called the Clone Wars? I gotta stop. I really do. It's making my cheeks hurt. I'm laughing so much.
Scooby, I'm going to take you to the alligator farm and then knock you over into the alligator pit.
Cool.
You think your cheeks hurt? My ribs hurt. My ribs are still busted, man. You're an asshole.
Sorry. Sorry. Oh, I just realized something, Tara. I think we figured out a mystery. We just solved it. Those things you keep referring to as wood boogers, those things are Wookiees.
I curse you all.
I'm already cursed anyway. It's good.
So it should be swamp troopers or hurricane troopers?
I curse my brother to stay a virgin for the rest of his life.
Ouch.
Kelt, it depends on whether or not they're on fan boats.
Instead of the Death Star, is it the Katrina? Can decimate a state?
Ugh.
I curse mechanic to forever ride a bike everywhere.
Yeah, so in other words, instead of speeder bikes, they whip around on fan boats. Oh man! So glad that
what her Jabba sail barge would be. It's a fan boat.
No, Java's fan barge instead. It wouldn't be.
No, it's one of those houseboats.
There you go. Oh man! Remember, Terry, you are loved.
Scooby, I curse you with everyone and fucking Lindenhurst instead of calling you Scooby, calling you Cookie Dough.
They already do. That's why I'm ostracized.
No, I want them to do it in front of fucking Peaches.
Would Jabba be a manatee?
That's awesome.
Now, Jabba is your mother.
Oh man.
She's not from Florida.
Yeah, and Jabba's not on my fucking planet.
Kind of ironic since the flamingos look just like droid troopers.
And Burnside, I curse you with having to marry my ass.
I don't think that's really a curse.
Actually, yes, it is.
As a married man, I concur.
Hey, remember, I was married too.
I know. Where is Burnside?
He's in the chat.
Burnside, get in here.
He goes, yay? Question mark about the being cursed to marry me.
Burns, get your butt in here.
You know, me and Burnside had a long talk yesterday, and he said he's going to move to Florida, but there's a stipulation, and you have to agree with it.
Oh, hey. Disney World is Coruscant.
There you go. So Tara, the stipulation is Burnside wishes to legally change his name.
No,
Why not?
because I know what you are gonna say, and no,
You don't want to be Mrs. Gunther von Friedelhopper?
no.
Right, I'll have it.
What?
Gunther von Friedelhopper.
I don't get it.
That's no. I told Tara once. We were talking about something. I said, you realize if you ever wind up getting like something, the shit hits the fan, and you guys got to go into the witness protection program. One of his stipulations is he's going to want to move to a state with a heavy German population, and he's going to want a German name. She said, "That's fine." I said, it's going to be something ethnic like Gunther von Friedelhopper. And she's like,
Why
"No,
a
it's
German population?
not." Because of the beer gardens and the Bavarian shit. Burnside's a bit of an odd cat. You got to talk to him one day, seriously. Like really, like get into in depth with him more fair. He's got some weird habits.
Odd is not the way I'd put it.
Yeah, Burnside's idea of a good time is, wearing his pickle grouper and smoking his pipe.
The photo would be completely normal for him.
What'd you say, Tara?
I said he wears a butt plug helmet.
Yeah, he wears a pickle
And I
grouper.
want him to bring that to DC so I can put it where it belongs on him.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You realize this is like the stipulations are that he'll move to Florida for you, but he gets to change his name, and the wedding ceremony he wants to wear lederhosen.
No.
Lederhosen.
No, him and I have already discussed this. We are having a Harley and Joker wedding.
That's fine. He wants to wear purple lederhosen.
No. No fucking lederhosen.
Fine. You can break it to him then.
I just did. He's listening.
No, he's not. We both know he's got his head in the fridge right now. It's been 5 minutes.
Hey, instead of
What?
do-bags, I ride gators.
All you guys are going to
Yes, we are.
We are. People know this, though. It's not a threat, You're cursing Burnside with marrying you. That's not a threat if he's doing it anyway. It would be a threat to tell him that he has to marry you and there's no more beer involved. Seriously.
Yeah, there's
that's
no alcohol at my wedding.
No, I mean ever. Like telling him like that he's not
Oh,
allowed
no,
to
I'm
have
not
beer
going to tell him
anymore.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not
that's
I'm not
No
that
alcohol
cultured.
at your wedding?
No, I don't want alcohol at my wedding because I plan on inviting my stepdad.
And he's an alcoholic?
Yep.
Ah.
Not even at the reception will there be alcohol.
well, I'm gonna probably bring my own. That's fine. I'm gonna be a real asshole too. I'm gonna stand there in front of everybody. I'm gonna take like a bottle of Black Label, and I'm gonna empty the contents out here into another container. I'm gonna fill it with apple juice, and I'm gonna stand there swigging it in front of everybody, just to be a dick.
Of course you would.
Yes, I would. I used to do that all the time when I was younger, like just to be an asshole if I was going somewhere, and like if I knew somebody specifically, somebody I knew that I didn't like was trying to dry out, I would do shit like that. I'd show up with the bottle in a brown bag, sitting there swigging it out in front of them.
Burnside says, no beer? What? No, baby, you just no alcohol at the wedding or the reception. After that, you can drink beer. I don't care.
Careful, that might be a deal breaker. You're talking to somebody who basically he wants to go to the Duff Brewery and swim around in the fucking thing like Homer did. That's.
Oh, he'll love it here. There's like 3 local breweries in town.
I'm gonna ask this, and I'm not doing it to be a dick. It's just for the record. Do any of them?
Swamp Brewery.
Mm-hmm.
Another one's called, I do believe, Gator Brewery.
Yes, it does have Gator in the name. That was gonna be my question. I'm sorry, continue.
And I can't remember the name of the other one, but there's 3 local breweries in town. So, you know, it's really beneficial for him to move here.
Yeah. He could go and drink Gator all day. That's awesome. The Gator Brewery. That's so cool. I'm just curious if they have like an inebriated gator hat in their like gift shop. You know, looks like the regular gator, except the eyes are all bloodshot and like going in different directions. That would be cool. Have you guys ever seen the movie Nothing But Trouble?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing But Trouble takes place down, I think, actually in Gainesville. And the running joke of the movie, the whole movie, is they're listening to the sports radio, and it's the Gator fans. And they're arguing, like a Gator fan is arguing with the DJ. And there's a scene in the movie where the 2 guys, they're like, I guess, hitmen, for lack of a better term. And they went down to Florida to do a job, and they're trying to go back up to New York, and they're on the plane, and you see the plane is full of Gator fans with the hats on and the Gator gloves and everything. I'm not saying this to be a dick, but ever since I met Tara, whenever she talks about the Gators, that's all I think of is that scene with the 2 guys from New York stuck on this plane with Gator fans and like rolling their eyes. See if I can actually find that scene on YouTube. Big Trouble, that was the name of the movie. First hit, Big Trouble, Gator fans. Awesome. Let me see if I can find it. Cool, found it. I'm gonna send it to you in the group chat so you can watch it.
The wonders of YouTube.
Where are we
Oh,
at?
yeah. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, going. Yeah, where the hell is the rest of it? I think this is it. Hold on, let me see. Cool. All right. You guys are really quiet tonight.
Burnside says, I gotta see this shit. Now, I have a migraine because of my new glasses.
Uh-huh.
My eyes are having to get adjusted to a new prescription. And all day I've had a migraine.
And I'm just a little doped up.
Oh, this one's even better. Yeah, check out the group chat. I found an even better one. I did not pick the title for this. Oh, here you go, Kelt. This one's for you.
What?
I'm posting this in the group chat for you right now. Check it out. This one's all you. All right, and this is the last one. I gotta stop doing this because I'm turning into a bit of an asshole here.
When aren't you an asshole?
Fair enough. I'm really trying not to abuse the privilege right now.
you, you started abusing that when you went out and bought 64 flamingos.
Yeah, it was good times though. He asked me, he's like, how am I supposed to get him off my lawn and to be an asshole? I go like this, I'm like, stop playing Pink Floyd, The Wall, they'll march. Oh, man. Good times. Oh, man.
Oh, I'm so glad I have a refill of my fucking hydrocodone.
Tara, you're really not talking too much tonight.
I told you I have a migraine.
Oh. I was wondering why you're being so quiet. And what about you, Kelt? You're not really talking much at all either.
Ran out of things to talk about right now.
Well, he's still trying to research how to make my sister forget that she has a boyfriend and that she's
Bring my
Christian.
little sister into an amnesiac.
I told you, a hammer and a cliff.
A hammer's too risky.
Okay, a mallet.
I'm turning her into an amnesiac, not dead.
Again, a mallet. With the proper application of force,
Hold on.
she'll lose her
Horse
memory.
bride.
With the proper application of force, she'll forget.
Yeah, true. Nah,
Just
Tara's
don't get mad.
But if I overdo it, she'll never hold a memory again.
That's fine. So just perpetually borrow money from her.
Exactly.
As in she'd be dead.
Well, I'm saying leave her enough money so she can feed herself and shit. You don't got to be a bastard.
Now, I meant if I overdo it, she'd never hold a memory again, meaning she would be dead.
Well, oh yeah, well then you got to clarify that point. I just thought you meant, like you were going to do like the 10-second Tim thing to her, like in 50 First Dates.
Yeah, exactly.
That
10
poor
seconds. Hi,
bastard.
my name is. Yeah, hi, my name is Loop.
Oh my god, I hate
Perpetual
you, Burnside.
Why?
How
What
the SS gains when Uber Galactic has engaged the enemy.
Oh, he's the best. God bless him.
Burns, you're going to be engaging an enemy far superior to anything that you're going to engage on that game.
I got it! Tara said that she has to marry a heathen. She never said she had to knowingly marry a heathen.
Well, there you go. I've made a decision, Kelt. You're gonna like this. I've decided. When I get a pet Chinese alligator, I want to get an albino one. I'm gonna name it Puddin'. Definitely. Puddin'. That'll be my alligator's name, Puddin'.
Goob, I hate you right now.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to stop, because I know you're in pain.
I don't
Hurt when
care.
I laugh.
I could just
It is really you. It only hurts when I laugh.
I could just take another fucking hydrocodone.
I
could just
feel
look
like
at it.
I'm looking up some jokes now. I'm a sadist.
You really want to make me laugh? Get Scoop to tell more of this. Get Scoop.
Highlight says, "Shall I release the Florida man upon them?"
What? Who said what?
Burnside says, "Shall I release the Florida man upon them?"
Yeah, go ahead, Burnside. Use your swamp lightning. Oh man.
So the Florida men are the Sith. Who are the Jedi?
FEMA.
Well, if we're talking Florida, man, not even, yeah, Department of Fish and Game. FEMA, he says.
First alphabet soup I came up with.
That's too funny. Too funny. Tara's gonna be
We
so
have
pissed off at
4
all of us.
regiments of penal soldiers awaiting orders. I hate you all.
They were waiting orders. I got their orders. Get her done.
Get her done.
We're all going to hell.
Oh yeah.
And I'll drag you there with me, Tara. So what else have you done to that guy, Scoob?
So what should the theme song be?
It's still just the same song from Star Wars, except this time because it's the Gator country. You use kazoos instead of real instruments. That's all. Just picture a bunch of people. Picture a bunch of Gator fans with those hats on their heads
An
playing their
orchestra
kazoos.
of mosquitoes.
There you go.
Kazoo.
And frogs. Kazoos, frogs, and mosquitoes. The frogs, the percussion section. The kazoos are the woodwinds, and the mosquitoes are the strings. There you go. John Williams, eat your heart out. Oh man. Seriously, we do have to stop doing this because 1, it's not right, and 2, I'm gonna be in the same hotel as Tara, and I have to sleep sometime. So.
We're making a better Star Wars than Rian Johnson.
Yeah. Well, that's not exactly hard to do.
And this is another reason why I'm not going to fucking DC.
That's fine. We can sleep in shifts to make sure that we get through the night safely.
Afraid Terry would order 66 you?
Basically.
She'd 86 all of us.
Oh, man. Tara, how's your head feeling now?
It still hurts, and you're all going to hell.
I'm sorry your head hurts, and I'm sorry you think we're going to hell. We are not going to go to hell.
Burnside he's Catholic.
I'm about as far from Catholic as you can get.
Yeah. Besides, I thought it was called...
You can be further from Catholicism. It's called Satanism.
Yeah, and I always thought that wasn't, I didn't think that it was called hell. I thought it was called Mustafar. So we're all going to Mustafar?
Yeah.
Cool. We're going after the Trade Federation. Oh, good news. Burnside's going to hop in. Cool.
Finally.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, we only got 15 minutes left on our normal schedule. Telling him okie dokie. Tara's really pissed.
This isn't the word I use.
The force is with her.
And not with us.
Thank you. Beautiful. Oh, man. Seriously, you guys got to not give me material like this. I can't, like, I don't have an off switch sometimes.
Sometimes.
You beat me to it, Sarah.
Would Richard Spencer be a rebel leader?
Oh, man. Richard Spencer. Who else is there in that vein?
Wait, no, Richard Spencer would be one of the partisans from Rogue One.
Trying to think. I want to watch actually that scene now in Rogue One again at the end.
Yeah,
That's the only good part of the whole movie was the end scene. Watching him mow down an entire starship full of people by himself.
that and K2SO's scenes. Any scene he's in. The droid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any scene he's in.
That movie
And the
annoyed me.
Death Star firing on Jeddah, that was a good shot.
That movie annoyed me because they're like, well, we're going to have all these diverse people in there. I'm like, all right, I go to watch the movie, and like 2-3 of them look like my cousins. I'm like, what the fuck? We're diverse now? We've been in Hollywood for years, you assholes. Now all of a sudden we're diverse? Fuck you. Like, you know, that's the thing. Like when they said, oh, well, we're going to have Asian people in this movie. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've never seen an Asian person in a movie ever before. How groundbreaking. Like, that's why I look at these kids, and whenever one of these kids opens their mouths and they start talking this rhetoric, I'm like, okay, it's obvious you're stupid. Because if every adult you listen to says that that celebrity is full of shit, why are you going to listen to the celebrity? Seriously. If everyone tells you that person has money out the ass, they don't know what they're talking about, they're not in touch with reality, those are all valid arguments that would make sense. I don't really need a lot of evidence. I can just look at it and draw the conclusion on my own, going in with that bias, knowing that's what I'm looking for. Half the time, I don't even need to be told that. You see enough of these celebrities, you can figure it out on your own accord. I just can't fathom why these kids are so stupid.
It's from all the fucking lattes.
I mean, the school here, they're now serving fruit smoothies and lattes and ugh.
The school.
Yeah, the school.
I actually like smoothies. But yeah, coffee, I don't care for it.
Although he did buy a coffee maker just for me.
Wow, you people are really behind in the times. They aren't into that shit anymore.
What?
Smoothies and lattes. Psst, that's last year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not into soy lattes either.
Oh, no. Bubble tea. That's the newest thing.
The fuck is bubble tea?
I got no idea. I'm not drinking this shit.
No. It's boba tea. It's a gelatin. It's like a fruit that has a seed inside of it.
Okay, that's damn near every fruit.
It's
We're
not
talking-
bad.
You're talking about the same thing I am? That tea that you see all these yuppies drinking, walking around drinking in Manhattan all day?
And it's got round little like balls in the bottom. Yes.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the newest thing with these fucking weirdos. Like, there's this one guy I watch. He's Chinese. He's a bodybuilder. His name's Mikey Chen. He has a channel called Strictly Dumpling. He actually has like a bunch of different channels. And they're all like really high subscriber counts too, like a few million viewers. And I'm pretty sure he lived in Manhattan. But this guy would go out into Queens just to go and get bubble tea. He would go to this one restaurant, and I actually advise anyone, if you want to come to New York, watch Mikey Chen's videos and go where the hell he tells you to go eat. Seriously, this guy, he's a bodybuilder because he's also a competitive eater. And so he goes and he gets like a family platter himself and eats like a fucking savage and then goes and throws up iron to burn it off. Which is why I'm saying, go wherever this guy tells you, because I hate saying this. The guy's got money as a YouTuber, but he is cheap as fuck. And he goes to all the places where you get a ton of food that's clean for like less than $10. So you eat like a king. He knows everywhere, too. He knows hidden restaurants where you can't find them. But, long story short, that's the shit you see these people walking around drinking is bubble tea.
Boba.
Whatever.
B-O-B-A. Boba.
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I don't. Have you guys ever seen the movie Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood?
Yep.
You remember how the guy's title was the Duke of Death, but Gene Hackman just kept referring to him as the Duck of Death? Yeah. They want to call it boba tea. Fuck it. It looks like bubble the way it's spelled. I'm calling it bubble tea.
Sounds like carbonated tea.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I've heard them. All of these Asian YouTubers.
Where the name Bulbasaur comes from?
I have no idea. But I've seen all these Asian YouTubers refer to it as bubble tea. Maybe it's a slang in the New York community of Asian people. I don't fucking know. I'm not Asian. I don't really... Not that I don't try talking to them. I tend to intimidate the shit out of those people. They tend to be a lot smaller than me, you know? And because of my appearance in public, I tend to look like a cross between a biker and a pirate. So, you know, it tends to intimidate them. You know, I do have a lot of Asian friends, don't get me wrong, but the majority of the, you know, Chinese and Korean American community, they tend to shy away when I go walking up to them asking them questions.
Burnside needs to hurry because we only have like
7 minutes.
Yeah.
He'll hop in right when you're doing your show.
Most likely.
Yeah. You know what it is? I talked to him a little bit earlier, and while I was talking to him, he was every 2-3 minutes like coughing up a lung. So, I understand, you know, he's sick. This time of year affects everybody differently. Like, Six is probably passed out face down right now in the mattress because of his allergies. So, and Burnside isn't asthmatic, so it's probably kicking the shit out of him. I'm just waiting for this to wrap up myself so I can go to sleep. I'm exhausted. I got stuck at the damn stores earlier. This was a whole bunch of fun. I actually, you know, just I hate to leave off on a serious note, but I did run into somebody, and she was telling me her son was a cop who had worked at 9/11 when the buildings dropped, and he worked there for I think about 14 years until he went blind from all the debris in the air. It slowly blinded him. So I just told her about the show, and she said she was going to watch tonight, and she might mention it to her son. So I'm just giving him a shout out really quick. You know, and she said, thankfully, because of the president, you know, they're pushing through on the behalf of the 9/11 victims. You know, they're finally getting the stuff that they were supposed to be getting because good old Governor Cuomo. he's been hampering that because we got to pay for the bridge named after his father, Don Mario. So, fucking bum.
You mean that useless bridge?
Yep. Fucking the Tappan Zee Bridge. You know how much I've wanted to, but you can't do that nowadays, especially with New York. Oh my God, they'll arrest you for it, and they'll say that you were like saying terrorist shit to them. Do you know how much I wanted to tweet, like just to go back on Twitter, just to shoot on Twitter, shoot like links to Andrew. I wanted to send Andrew links from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly with the drunk captain sitting there talking about that fucking stupid bridge. Seriously. I'm so pissed off that he did that with the bridge and we got to pay for it. Like, that's part of the reason, too. I wound up talking to people today. They kept asking me, do you want a bag? I said, no, fuck Cuomo. I'm not paying for that bridge he named after his father. Let him pay for it. Because we got to pay a nickel now for every bag you got to get. I think actually he raised it from a nickel to this month, I think, went up to a dime. And that's when I said no, because once you start paying a dime, it goes up to a quarter. I said, so no, I'm not playing this game with him. Fuck Cuomo. It doesn't matter anyway, because he shot himself in the foot, because now the state legislature decided, the lefties, they all got together behind his back and they banned plastic bags in my state starting next month. So come Monday, that should be really good. No more plastic bags in New York. That's too funny.
Screws him.
It kind of screws me, too, because I'm used to using plastic bags as garbage bags. Because I'm cheap. I don't want to buy the little garbage bags for the garbage can in my room.
Puddin'! You're going to hell, and I curse you, I curse you, I curse you.
Well, I'm glad you're here because your timing is actually perfect. In exactly 2 minutes, I turn 40.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, in 2 minutes, happy 40th birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Bad news in regards to the attempted conquest of Megiddo, and we've lost Mustafar. So hell is officially in the hands of FEMA. And we've lost all 4 of those penal legions of Florida men. So we're going to have to wait for people to violate more crimes to recruit more.
Shouldn't take long.
Oh, that's too funny. I get such a kick out of all this. You have no idea. I was actually looking at something last night that with Disney with the Star Wars, and they had a couple of Florida themed things. Oh, how I love these memes. Let's see what we got.
Tara's gonna kill us all.
Yeah. Oh. It makes life fun.
Remember, Puddin', you have to sleep next to me at more, and you wake me up to have me roll over because I snore. What if I decide I'm going to continue snoring in your ear?
There's always a
that might help him.
What?
He said, I have tinnitus. It might actually help. Ah, crap.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at some of these pictures and I'm chuckling to myself. Like I'm looking at the Star Wars in Florida setup.
I'm sure you'll find that our galaxy is not lacking in any caliber, especially in the ones of alcohol and culture. We are very ripe with both.
Oh, this is perfect. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you're now old. You're 40 this year.
Well,
and many more.
Happy birthday, Scoob.
Thanks, I really appreciate it,
Happy
guys.
birthday.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
Yeah, 40
Don't worry,
years.
we will soon have Mikito back in our hands for the Empire. Hail to the dark side.
Speaking of which, can you see what's on my screen right now?
I see. Ah, yes, our weapon in development.
Yeah, it's the Epcot Death Star.
You're referring to the SS Skullfuck Supergalactic. Yes, there's a work in progress.
Yeah, located right in sunny Florida. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
I'm just glad Burnside didn't argue with the fact that I cursed him with having to marry me.
It's not that bad, to be honest.
Well, I told her that your stipulation for moving down to Florida was, she had to agree to you legally changing your name.
No.
Oh, come on.
Thank you for mentioning
I
that.
don't mind going, from my last name to his.
Yeah, which is now going to be Friedel. It's gonna be
Friedel.
Von. It's gonna be Von Friedelhopper.
No.
You can change your first name to Hansel Gretel.
No, I already told her she should actually change her first name to Hildegard. Hildegard von Friedelhopper. Fräulein Hildegard von Friedelhopper. It's just we love you, Tara. Oh my God! I just realized Monday. Shows you how I completely forgot my birthday and everything. But Monday is actually my favorite day of the year. It's my favorite holiday.
What holiday is that?
April Fool's Day. Yes.
Oh, nice. It's 4chan Day. How lovely.
It's official Scooby Day. It's the day. It's the day where I leave my cave of woe and I go and I reap my misery upon the world.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
You and me both, Scoob.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have so much fun. Oh, let me think. What to do? Well, I'm gonna have to go up to the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna have to go in their craft section, and I'm definitely gonna have to buy at least $20 worth of those 100 counts of cat bells. That's the first priority. I'm gonna have to do.
Cat bells.
Oh yeah. You get cat bells and you get fishing line. And what you do is you take the piece of fishing line and you put all these cat bells through it. You might want to make sure you have about 20 feet of it or so. And what you do is you wait till there's somebody in one of the aisles in the other part of the Dollar Tree, and you walk into the aisle next to them, and you make sure you look to see which part of the aisle they're in, and you throw the string out and unroll it so that it's on the floor, and you start shaking that thing like a motherfucker. And so they're looking to see what it is. It works for me because I'm tall enough, because that's how tall I am. I can slowly peek over to the one corner, and you see when they come walking, it's actually good if you use like a spool, like if you have one, and you roll the thing back up and casually put it into you. I wear a hooded sweatshirt usually that has the pocket in the front, so I just stuff it back in the front pocket, and then when they walk out of the hallway, I take it off again, off of the paper towel roll. I roll it up like I would Christmas lights on a paper towel roll, and I just unroll it again on the floor and start shaking it. I do this usually to like the immigrant ladies and to like the older women that are in there, just because they're not used to Americans and their tricks. So I have fun with them. There's a Polish store that's right next door to the Dollar Tree, and it's like, when I say Polish, the name of the place is Europa, and they only carry like mostly Polish food in there. So I go in there. They don't like that, though. They don't like me. You'll get out. I'm like, all right, cool. I just shit I do to fuck with people. But yeah,
You'll get out.
Yeah. There's that. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. So much fun. I'm trying to think of all the different things I can do.
Yeah, I'm not allowed in Party City anymore. At least not in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wish I could get my hands on it. One of those. You ever see when It's just they're so expensive. You know, it's only a one-time use, and I don't have money like that. But if you ever see the giant balloons that you could actually put the end over an exhaust pipe and just use some rubber bands.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
yeah. Oh my God. If you ever do that to somebody, it's oodles of fun. Especially like if it's a cold day and they're like warming up their car. You know, they go to back out and all of a sudden there's a giant balloon full of smog behind them.
I usually use one of the thinner balloons on my neighbor.
Yeah.
So when she starts her car, it takes a minute. And when she hits the gas pedal, it explodes.
You want if you want to know a good way to have fun with them, you take a whoopee cushion. And you want to make sure you want to get one of the big whoopee cushions so you can fit the end around the exhaust pipe. Bless you. And what you want to do is you want to take the thing. Oh, I'm gonna let you out, doggy. And you want to put a rubber band around it so that it stays on the exhaust pipe. And then just where it starts to go into the whoopee cushion, that's where you take the scissors and you cut it. And you want to take the scissors and make little slashes in the part that you leave on there, so that's basically like feathering. And what you do is then you wet that, and when they start the exhaust pipe, what it is when it drives down the street, they're going, the exhaust goes the entire time they're driving.
Now I'm going to do that to my neighbor because I absolutely hate my neighbor.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun. The trick is
I waste like $100 a year on her.
There's actually, you can go and look for the diagram on how to do this, because we figured out how to do this when we were in Boy Scouts. But they figured out there's a certain percentile of the circle that you have to cut it at with the scissors, and that's how it makes it like it makes that really ridiculous raspberry noise when you drive down the street with it, and it's great because you know what it is. For whatever reason, especially if you're in a newer car with like an airtight cabin, you can't really hear it. But people on the street are going to be looking at you like, what the fuck? Because you're going to be driving down the street. And that's all they're going to hear, especially if you're in like an area where like it has good acoustics. Yeah.
Or if you're driving through a university.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it's someone that's going to be driving down Main Street on a Sunday, yeah, you just got them a whole bunch of weird looks. Like, why the hell does that car sound like that? If they're driving down the street, oh my God, and it's stick shift, it's the best. And people are like looking because that's all they hear.
Oh, you got to get me that diagram, Scoop.
I think you could probably find it on either the Chan, like one of the Chan boards, or on Reddit.
I'm going to have to look on Reddit for that.
Yeah, I was telling my nephew about it. He's like, yeah, you got that off of, I think he might have said Reddit. I don't want to say that. And he was on the Chan boards where he said it. But he's like, yeah, you got that off of there because I seen that. I said, no, I don't know how to use it. This is a few years ago before I started talking to people on the internet like this. So I didn't know how to use any of that shit. You know, like, because they try to show me like Reddit and 4chan and 8chan, and I look at these things. I can't figure out how to follow the threads. I know there's a way that the sequence works, like I guess it cascades or whatever. I couldn't figure it out, so I get angry reading them. I'm like, nah, I don't want to read this shit. It's pissing me off.
All right, Scooby, show.
All right. Well, you guys know the deal. I'm Scooby331. You can follow me here on YouTube. I am on Minds.com, Gab AI, Patreon, and PayPal. I am definitely looking for crowdfunding. I have to get a bunch of shit together because I'm going to be covering a few things that are going to be coming up soon, and need to get a little bit more equipment together so I can start putting together some really decent content. You know, I'd like to actually produce videos, and I'm trying to get the stuff together to do it. I'm currently not working myself because of complications dealing with the state. So I guess, yeah, that's pretty much everything I got going on. As soon as content gets started made again, it's going to get put up on my Instagram account too. So yeah, that's where you guys can find me.
All right, Mechanic, baby brother, you guys got anything?
Nope.
No.
Alright, and I'm Terracin. You can find me on pretty much any social media. I really don't feel like chilling much. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, all. Have a great night.